Week 2 of Art Fight is done, so let's review my attacks for this week, shall we? Hello everybody, I am PP Mac. Some call me PP, some call me Mac, it's really up to you. And guess what? We Team Mystery, we're still losing. We got a little closer to catching up with a tragedy and comedy, but yeah, we're still at the bottom. We gotta do better. But, you know, it's not about the points, right? At this point, I'm just coping by telling myself that us and Team Mystery, you know, our OCs are just so cool that we keep attacking each other and we get point handicapped. You know, we're just not making as much points as the rest of y'all. At least a third of my attacks so far have been towards Team Mystery. I'm not really trying to metagame here by only attacking people of opposite teams or trying to farm points. I'm really just doing this intuitively as I come across characters that I feel compelled to draw personally. But jokes aside, like I mentioned on my previous video review of week 1, go watch it if you haven't already, I said that this week I wanted to make it revenge week. So most of my attacks were revenges towards people who attacked me during week 1 and 2. I am so thankful for everyone who attacked me, and I will be going over each attack I've received on my last video at the end of Art Fight. So look forward to that. But without further ado, let's get to those attacks. My first attack this week, which was a revenge, was for NovisArt. When browsing their characters, I was intrigued by the characters with the geometric shaped heads, because, you know, it's my brand. We be Cuban over here. But reading through the story, characters, the universe that Novis has set up, it's really interesting stuff. It deals with these abstract concepts, deities such as the prophesier who can see the future, all things that will be, but cannot do anything to stop them, and the messenger who can only act but has no control over its own actions. It's just like a force of nature, and the giver who is this worshipped statue but has no real power. And then we have Sven, the subject of this piece, which is the key. And yeah, I had a lot of fun working with the more abstract elements of these characters and universe. My next revenge was for user DC321, who has this character called the Content Farm Monster, which I thought it was really fun concept. As someone who is always on YouTube and always consuming media and is a content creator, I found it to be a very compelling concept to have this creature, right, that is driven by and probably consumes all of the internet slop that is put out, all of this like vapid, empty, sloppy content that permeates everything online and seems to be the meta. As creators who actually, you know, are trying to create art, it is so exhausting to have to watch as really worthless content just thrives online while true art gets stifled, especially in the age of AI, right? Right, you guys get it. So this is the Content Farm Monster, and, you know, we must defeat it. Destroy the monster! My next revenge was for WolfDragonBlood, someone who's been a part of my community for years now. They do amazing pixel art and animations, and they have this character called Ryugo. And yeah, that was my target. They're like this Cell from Dragon Ball Z inspired character, but kind of looks like an Oni. I really like the golden plating against the dark blue skin and the cloak of smoke that this character has. So it was really fun to play with the shining metals and the wispy smoke around this character. On top of course, him being just a really hunky fella, and it's always a pleasure to draw some beef. If you know me and my content, you know that's really up my alley. That's what I deliver. So quite happy with how this one came out. Yes, I truly enjoyed it. My next revenge was to Rain Frog Kaeru, who has 2 Hoseki no Kuni, or Land of the Lustrous OCs, Moissanite and Malachite. Land of the Lustrous is actually one of my favorite stories of all time. I have the full manga collection, and I've watched the season 1 of the anime several times. I'm still waiting for season 2. Please, God, give us season 2. But I digress. I took this as an opportunity to both, of course, revenge somebody who's attacked me, but also pay tribute to a manga, a story, an anime, an artist, a world, a universe, and characters that I love so much. I had a lot of fun rendering Malachite's hair. It took quite some time, but it was kind of like a meditative process to just fit in the shapes and slowly render their hair. And of course, doing the crystal shimmery bits in Moissanite's hair. It's always fun to render gems, so I truly enjoyed working on this piece. So this next attack is not a revenge, just a regular attack. And I don't remember exactly how, but when I came across Satoshi, I was, first of all, immediately smitten because what a handsome lad. But then I noticed he's a Sock Gijinka. And if you don't know this about me, Sock is my favorite Pokemon for reasons that I shall not elaborate on this video. But that's when I knew I just had to draw Satoshi. And he seems to be a very traditionally Japanese man, so I just wanted to put him in a fundoshi, you know, for reasons. So why not depict him as one of those taiko drummers that they have in Japanese festivals? And that's what I went with. As much as it is tiring to add body hair to characters, I feel like it pays off. The effort really pays off, because look at him. I feel like this piece speaks for itself. I had a lot of fun drawing this. If you have something you need to say about this one character in particular, feel free to sound off the comments, or any other character in this video. Comments are always appreciated. They boost the algorithm. Thank you, by the way. But moving on. Okay, so back to working on revenge attacks. I've chosen Kiazugigi. You may reckon them from my first video. I drew their OC Kai, the Kiwi, and then they attacked me as a revenge, and you know what? Let's make that a combo. So I got a revenge for your revenge, baby. And once again, I picked a character from their visual novel / dating sim with the fruit Gijinkas, and I spotted this banana man. He's a disco man, and God, I love a disco man. While working on this piece, I was just listening to Bust the Groove soundtrack, specifically mostly Heroes stage tracks from both the first and second game. If you know, you know. This was fun to work with the lighting, and his outfit is so fun. What with the patterned shirt and the glittery pants, and I love his hair and goatee. It's just, what a fun character. I had a blast with this one. Everybody needs a Bennet. My next revenge attack was for Vibre. They work alongside Kiazugigi on some projects, but I spotted this one OC that they have called Dan. He's a wrestler with time powers. Sounds a little OP, but you know, he can get it. He can definitely get it. If y'all watched my week 1 video, you know this about me. I love a dude with that cocky attitude. This personality is just a fun archetype to draw. I really enjoyed playing with the magenta / blue lighting for this one. Really hone into the wrestler superhero posing and particle effects and make it real shiny. This is a really fun time for me. Really fun character. I really enjoyed this one. And so did my chat. Watch my streams on twitch.tv/ppback, by the way. This next one is not a revenge, just a regular attack. I spotted TidalOtter's character Lycorus, who is a fawn, and boy oh boy do I love myself a fawn. They have this really interesting bio. Most fawns you come across, you know, they're more bohemic type of characters who just want to sip on some wine and have some fun in the woods, if you know what I mean. Which, nothing against those. I love my bohemic satyrs. Lycorus is an agent of decay. He uses his powers to bring balance to nature through death and rotting. I thought that was just like really interesting. So I tried to subtly give him this air of eeriness with the green and purple combo, and then add some like skulls and bones to the frame around this piece to, you know, lend it a little bit of an air of macabre to this piece. But otherwise, had fun drawing this very, very handsome fawn. Back to revenge attacks. This time my target was MonsterDough's character Eli. He's just adorable. I was just gonna draw him with his base everyday outfit, but once I saw all of his like superhero costumes, I low-key wanted to draw all of them. I chose my favorite 4, which were the dragon, the bunny, the rat, and the fox outfits. I realized they are characters tied to the Miraculous Ladybug universe, which I've never watched a single episode of it. I'm not versed in it, but regardless, I had a lot of fun working on these. He's such a handsome lad, and these are very fun outfits. And my last attack this week, which again, regular attack, not a revenge. My target was TwoMyst and their characters Eden and Love. At first, I wanted to draw Eden because her hair looked really fun. Of course, the whole design is fun, but I really like black characters who play around with hair shapes. I think that's such a fun aspect of black hair, how it's like you can do so much with it. You can be so creative. And I saw that one, the star-shaped buns, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to draw that. But then I saw she had a connection with this character called Love, and I read about it, and they're like, they have a love-hate situationship. They're lesbians, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta do both. I also really dig Love's outfit. It's very much like Fifth Element Lilu meets Blood Rain. I'm kind of obsessed. Really fun characters, really interesting outfitting and design. And I love my lesbians, so all the things she said just kept playing in my head all the time while I was working on these two. And these were my attacks for week 2 of Art Fight. I'll see you guys at the end of week 3. Do not hesitate to tap that subscribe button if you enjoy art, gaming, me, or whatever. Just do it to support a fellow artist, content creator, because the grind is real. And thank you so much for watching this video until the end. Share it with a friend if you can. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you are participating in Art Fight, give me a follow over there. I'm also posting my time lapses on Instagram and TikTok, if that's a platform that you linger on. And I stream almost every day of the week over at twitch.tv. You can find me there all the time, baby. And yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping now, and I'm gonna go. But I'll see you guys soon in a week for more art reviewing. Thank you so much for watching once again. Take care, and yeah, Team Mystery, come on, Team Mystery, come on, we gotta recuperate. We can do it. We can do it. We gotta at least beat tragedy, bro. Anyways.